And we are live. Welcome to the weekly show. I am Chuck, and this is Giggles Paisano.
Yes. Okay, so.
Formerly known as Bonnie.
Formerly, not anymore.
She's the Giggles Paisano, formerly known as Bonnie.
Can I be a symbol? The symbol formerly known as Bonnie?
And what symbol would you like to be?
I don't know. I'm sure I could come up with an emoticon that would fit
An
me.
emoticon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if I'm going to be something, I'm not going to be some weird Chinese symbol. I would be an emoticon. I think that would be fun.
A number, 2, an ampersand, a backslash, no?
No. I want to be a GIF.
A GIF.
Yes. I want to be a GIF. That's what I want. I want to be a GIF. Okay. All right. So
welcome to the show.
What did you do this weekend?
Well, I was on rescue duty all night Saturday. We didn't have any rescue calls, but we were up. Mm-hmm. What else did we do?
It was the big weekend.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh my God, it was. What did we do?
It was the start of the long-awaited Fear the Walking Dead.
Oh, that old gag. Fear the Walking. I'm pretty much afraid of him as it is. Don't need to fear him anymore.
So, what did you think?
It was, without a doubt, the biggest premiere, you know that.
Yes, it was.
10.1 million people.
The biggest one
watched
of
Fear of the Walking Dead.
Of any premiere show at all, ever.
Now, here's the question. Question for the guys maybe in the booth as well, but what are you afraid about? Is it really the fact that we're fearing The Walking Dead, or the fact that 10.1 million boneheads watched that freaking movie? TV show for 90 minutes. That's a movie.
Well, I know you didn't like it because you really didn't grasp where we were going, and you're only kind of.
You know, they could have gave me the first 15 minutes. All right, this one's doing this one's doing that. All right, now start killing people, and then I would have felt better. I'm going to watch the next episode. I'm going to tell you about it.
Absolutely, it's only 6 weeks.
Only
6 weeks.
Well, then they got to snap right to it. They don't have a lot to.
They're going to. They actually have automatic 2 seasons, I think it is, or 2 more seasons. I'm not sure which it is. So it's either a total of 3 seasons or it's an automatic 2 more, one or the other. But they had to get you into who the characters were.
Well, I get that.
You know, because they had to introduce them and they had to make you feel for them, because you have to decide which ones you like and who you're going to root for and who do you want to go ahead and die right away. And
okay,
you know,
is that what the whole plan was?
Absolutely, because you have to become emotionally invested with these characters. Otherwise, who cares?
Did it take an hour and a half to get me emotionally invested with anybody?
Yes, it takes you that long to become
show of hands, the guys in the booth. Who watched it?
See?
Oh, boy. Scary thought.
Are you kidding? I was dying for it. I was checking my DVR daily to make sure it was still set to go.
I was waiting for it as well, and I was very, intrigued about the whole thing, and I don't know, I was a little let down. I would expect a little more.
I still don't understand why they called it Fear the Walking Dead. That... to me is, I don't know.
Can't call it The Walking Dead.
No, I know they can't call it The Walking Dead, but I'm not truly enamored with the name.
Before Walking Dead, no.
I don't know.
Doesn't have the same snap.
What I'm hoping for is a little more background as we go along as to how it happened and all of that. Because right now, it just started. It's like,
it just started. Well, that was
here it is.
That's what I said. It just started. It wasn't like there was a little outbreak or something, or something
explosion,
happened.
or
like a laboratory, something or other happened.
So I'm hoping that that's going to happen, that there's going to be some kind of a little hint as to why it started.
I hope so. We got 6 weeks, so
yeah.
Now you're down to 5.
That's right. We're down to 5. And then, of course, there was, another episode of Last Ship, which I know you enjoyed.
And Kyle is so upset back there. He's pacing back and forth in the booth. He's ridiculous, he says. Ridiculous. He was scintillated.
Well, it's the only thing that's getting me through until October.
Is that really what it is? When they start up again, right?
That's right. That's right. And the rumors are that Daryl's going to die. I think that's the rumor every season, I think.
Come on, you can't have Daryl.
You can't kill Daryl.
No, how you can't?
Everybody in the world would boycott the show if you killed Daryl.
It'd be done. It'd be over.
Yes. We all love Daryl.
Yeah, they would be done. They'd be like, yeah. Actually, it's almost over now, this whole...
You don't like Alexandria?
No.
I know you don't.
No, don't like it at all. They take Daryl away, it's over.
Yeah.
All right, so today on the show,
we have a whole mess of stupid stories. We have a couple of heartwarming stories. of course we're gonna tap into the stupid criminals and all of that kind of stuff. But before we do any of that, we're going to check in with Sarah Martin at the Fold Festival in Riverhead with her interview with DJ Leah Luna.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so let's check that out, and then we'll be back in a little bit.
Good.
Within Radio TD Network, and I'm here with the lovely Leah Luna. How are you doing today, Leah?
I'm so happy to be here.
And what is the highlight of the day for you so far?
Meeting Simon Le Bon because he's like my idol.
That is awesome. And are you excited for the rest of the evening as well?
Yeah, of course. I'm about to go DJ. I just finished singing, but I'm going to DJ in the other tent now. So.
Oh my goodness, so you do the best of both worlds. And is there anything else you want to add to your highlight of the day?
I mean, the artists here are just so good. I just love meeting everybody involved, and not just the artists, but the staff, everybody that's here to support. Like, I've just had such a fun time because everybody's so friendly, and I don't know. I love what I do because the people are artistic in their heart.
Were you here yesterday?
I was here yesterday. I played both days.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
And how did that go?
I got here really early yesterday and played an early set in the DJ tent, and nobody had found it yet.
Aw.
But I had a really, really good time.
Good.
And I met a bunch of people that I really love and will probably keep in contact with for a long time. So
That's awesome. That's what it's about, making connections.
yeah, sometimes it is.
And where can the fans find you for next time as well?
Facebook, if you Google me, you'll find me anywhere. It's fine.
Yeah, you popped up right away when I Googled you. Well, I can't wait to see you tonight, and I'm looking forward to it. You're very lovely, and thank you so much, Leah Luna.
Thank you.
And this is Sarah Mart within Radio TV Network, and we're here with Leah Luna. Thank you.
And we are back. Are we having fun or what?
We're having fun.
We're enjoying ourselves
we
over
are.
here. That was a great interview by Sarah Martin.
Yes, it was. And Leah Luna.
Yeah, Leah Luna.
Yes. Leah Luna. I like saying her name.
You like it? Leah
like
Luna?
it. Leah
Is that
Luna.
a real name or Leah Luna?
I don't care. Probably not.
It's got rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It's kind of fun to
Luna.
say.
Leah Luna. The kids in school, did they just call it double L?
No.
No.
No. All right. So
All right.
we're going to take a super quick break before we
Super.
get. Yes. Before we get started, but when we come back, we have a ton of stories from the world's sexiest wax statue to the world's crappiest concert goers. You're watching The Weekly Show. We'll be right back.
See you in a minute.
Hey, this is Chris Les Jake, and if InRavio.com spots you at an event wearing this bracelet, they will give you $100.
This is Joe Larson. You should check out the 505 on Racing Show live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or catch us on video on demand anytime, 24/7, only on the InRavio TV network.
The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, InRavio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com.
What's up, guys? We're Scared No Fair, and we're here with InRavio. If they catch you at a show with one of these bracelets, you will win $100.
That's a lot of money.
So get a bracelet.
Do whatever it takes to get that. Hit them up online.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Before we get into the stories, let's see what's new on the web with Kyle over at Save and Continue. Uh-oh. No, Kyle? Oh, there it is.
Hello, Internet. This is Kyle from Save and Continue, here once again to keep you updated on everything video games, tech, movies, the web, everything you care about. So, here it is. First up, we have a brand new trailer for the latest and most likely final Metal Gear game, Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain. The sentimental trailer is a whopping 5 minutes long, and are you ready for this? Here we go. Some of you are going to shed actual tears. No, I am not kidding. The video starts off almost immediately with shots of the original Metal Gear Solid, accompanied by a song I'm confident you'll find in the soundtrack to Titanic. The trailer is basically 5 minutes of farewells from the Metal Gear mastermind Hideo Kojima, which is even more appropriate when you take into account the drama surrounding him and the video game developers Konami. If you're completely out of the loop, basically Konami booted Hideo Kojima from the development of Phantom Pain after a majority of its production was already completed. They then proceeded to strip his name from the credits entirely, which caused sort of an uproar in the gaming community. In fact, some retailers have taken it upon themselves to rectify the situation by adding signs saying a Hideo Kojima game onto all of the shelves containing the upcoming title. Now that is fan dedication. Alright, so next up is a deal you need to jump on right now, or at least this month. The latest Tomb Raider Definitive Edition is now available as a free download for Xbox Live members with an Xbox One. How much was that again? I said free. Microsoft has been dishing out free downloads for premium members for a while, but this is one of the newest releases they've ever handed out for free. The 2013 Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and PC game was recently re-released for current-gen consoles, and it looks even better than the original, which is saying a lot considering the first edition was already gorgeous. You can grab your free copy anytime during the month of September, so you have plenty of time, but be sure you don't forget the game is so good. Well, that's all the time we have this week. Be sure you're visiting inradio.com, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Save and Continue Live. We'll be back tomorrow talking all about Metal Gear, the Oculus Rift virtual reality headset, and so much more. That's Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only at inradio.com/gaming. We will see you then.
It looks like Tomb Raider's come a long way. Last
I'm
time I
telling
played
you.
it, she was, in a tomb. And now she's out in the snow playing with a bear. That's
So now she's Snow Raider. Yeah, well, I mean, last time we played it was archaic.
yeah, true.
That was a
Xbox
long time
360
ago.
didn't exist.
Yeah, we just had it was just X.
I think it was
There was no
PC based.
box. Was it? Yeah, I think you're right.
I think it might have been PC
Might
based
have been
back then. It was
PC-based.
like way back. Original.
Way back.
All right. So as usual, we have a pile of crazy stories. So let's get started with my favorites first. Stupid news. All right, this is one of my favorites. Security is being stepped up at Madame Tussauds since people can't resist the urge to defile the Nicki Minaj wax figure. On Wednesday, the Las Vegas Museum issued a statement saying they would be more vigilant around the Minaj figure, which is modeled in a racy pose from her music video for Anaconda. The figure was unveiled earlier this month, and though the rapper was not in attendance for the ceremony, she approved of it, writing on Instagram, "I love it and I can't wait to see it." The statement reads, "We have been made aware of the inappropriate photograph taken at Madame Tussauds, Las Vegas, involving Nicki Minaj's wax figure. We are taking immediate steps to ensure more staff are present in this area and that the set around this particular figure so that a picture like this cannot be taken again." Although they did not say which inappropriate photograph it was that sparked the response, the one that seems to have garnered the most attention was this one, showing a visitor straddling the faux Minaj from behind. Gotta love it.
I mean, come on, wouldn't you?
Of course you would.
You need a bullseye and a sign, please do this to me? I mean, come on.
And that's not all of them. There were several pictures of people doing all kinds of inappropriate things with that figure.
Well, I mean, the idea of Madame Tussauds is that you're supposed to pose with the things. I mean, really, how else would you pose with that?
Yeah.
You know, you're supposed to pose with the star, the actor, right?
Right. You know, like
I mean, if you're not
shaking
going to be,
hands or
yeah. So I mean, if you're not going to be from the behind thing, you'd be in the front. I mean, what's the difference? It's just as bad, right?
exactly.
Maybe get a couple of guys up there. Hey, let's pose with Nicki Minaj. I'm thinking you're right.
Yeah, I don't think that it was wise on her part to approve
Go with that.
particular.
Yeah. Could be
pose.
standing up, maybe in the outfit or something, but standing up somewhere.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. Well,
Okay, that was a
Nikki's
miss.
not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Yeah, well, she's a businesswoman. All right, well, in an attempt to bury old wounds by digging up a corpse, it has landed a Kentucky man behind bars. 44-year-old Michael May was arrested Monday evening after an officer saw him digging up a grave at a cemetery in Stanford, Kentucky. May told the arresting officer he was trying to dig up the grave of his father so he could argue with him. The arresting officer also said May seemed intoxicated and quoted Bible verses when confronted. May was charged with violating graves, public intoxication, and marijuana possession and locked in the Lincoln County Jail. In a bizarre jailhouse interview with local reporter Josh Beaslow, May said that a Bible verse inspired him to dig up his dad. Beaslow asked, "Do you feel that you were violating a grave?" May responded, No, I see the truth. He needs to be on the ground, not under it. I'm not sure what truth that is, but
I don't know.
on the ground, not under it.
Right. Dad needs to be up. What,
Sure.
What they don't tell you in this story is that Dad died like 30 years before, or 10 years before, whatever it was many years. It's not like he's fresh anymore.
It wasn't
Okay.
recent.
No, Dad is not fresh. Okay, it's gonna
Wow.
be stanky.
So I went over the top a little bit.
Yes.
Okay. It happens.
Really?
Woohoo.
Okay. I don't even have anything more to say about that one, so I think we'll just go.
Go on.
Yes. A sex-obsessed employee really stripped his company. Tech services manager John David Barrett of Gilbert, Arizona, is accused of charging nearly $500,000 on his corporate credit card for online strippers. The 40-year-old was indicted last week on 5 counts of wire fraud by a federal grand jury in Missouri. Barrett, who worked as a national solutions architect for Missouri-based Worldwide Technology, allegedly rang up $476,000 in fake expenses between September 2013 and October 2014, most of it earmarked as gifts or services for online strippers. He lavished his favorite strippers with gifts, chocolates, flowers, electronic equipment, wine, shoes, a TV, a handbag, a laptop computer, and an iPod. The internet perv even sent $26,800 to help one of his online honeys with her college tuition bill, new tires, and parents' utilities. Worldwide Technology, which has an office in Phoenix, said Barrett no longer worked there and that it was cooperating with authorities. I certainly hope he doesn't work there anymore.
Didn't know that was frowned upon when they give you a company card. I thought you could go ahead and do what you got to do.
I'm thinking if he was still there, I want a job with that company.
Oh.
That I could just get away with spending $476,000 on whatever I feel like.
Personally, I'll put the heels on and be on the other side, $500,000. I think that's a win right there.
Oh, yeah?
Send me whatever you need. You know, I can give them a list.
It wasn't all to one person, though.
Oh, well, that's a bummer. But either way, $26,800 for, tuition, help out with the bills, and,
Yeah.
I could stand for that.
Yeah?
That could work.
You put the heels on for that?
Or whatever it takes. I mean, $500,000. I mean, you're right in there. Now, what corporate card do you know has $500,000 that you can...
Well, I'm guessing because it was between 2013 and 2014 that it was not all in one shot. It was, a little here, a little there, a little here, and it was over the course of a little over
That's
a year.
still $500,000. That's a lot.
Yes. But, I mean, it's a corporate card, so it's probably got, $30,000, $40,000 on it, something like that. that
Okay,
you can
expenses
spend.
should pop up at some point and go, that's a bit much.
Yeah. Business lunch, $80,000.
Yeah, 20, right, exactly. $500,000 for a business lunch. We ate at a good place.
Yeah. We tip really good.
Really good. Well, the Canadian city, briefly graced by a sexually aroused Satan statue last year, has a new naked devil sculpture, this time a pregnant female. The statue, which some have labeled the wife of the erection, sporting red devil statue that briefly stood in the park near Vancouver's Clark Drive SkyTrain station in September of last year, was spotted Thursday on top of a building in the eastern part of the city. The statue, colored white and apparently pregnant, was removed after only a few hours, but city officials said it was not taken by municipal workers. The pregnant statue's origins and current whereabouts are unknown.
I'm thinking that the white statue is with whomever has the red statue. And they're going to show up together somewhere.
Really?
Yes. That's what I want to have happen. If that's
So
not...
they'll join together in holy Satan-mony or something.
Unholy matrimony.
Unholy matrimony,
There
yes.
you go. I think it's funny that they painted her completely white but gave her black nipples. I don't know why, but that strikes me
it
as
is
funny.
Satan's wife. Wouldn't it be red nipples?
Well, she doesn't have to be made from him.
Because she is a hottie, you know.
Oh.
Get it?
Okay.
Satan's in it. No.
No. I don't think so.
Well, maybe they'll join up. They'll be like superheroes. Big S on their chest, Satan.
Okay. All right.
Unholy superheroes.
Yeah. Moving right along. This one goes into the politics. Jeb Bush, Bushes are in the news again, is caught between the Democrats and Donald Trump on immigration issues, and he's not finding it an easy place to be. He's been getting a hard time from the Clinton campaign for his use of the term anchor babies last week. And in a speech yesterday in the border town of McAllen, Texas, he urged people to chill out about the controversy. Bush went on to explain that when he said anchor babies, he was talking about fraud that is more related to Asian people coming into our country, having children, and taking advantage of a noble concept, which is birthright citizenship. So he dug himself from one hole into another one. He called people anchor babies, which, of course, some people got upset about. And then he went on to say, it's not a bad thing. It's not an insult. I'm only talking about the Asians.
Okay, well, see, when he said anchor babies, first thing popped to my mind was, a little fat kid. Tie him to a rope and throw him in the water.
No.
That's what they used to do with me.
No, it's an anchor, as in it'll keep the parents in the country because...
Oh, that kind of anchor. Okay.
because they have the baby here, and now the parents don't have to leave.
Well,
because the kid is a citizen.
I thought it was after you lose the anchor, you tie a rope to the kid's leg and throw him in the water. He's an anchor
You're
baby.
no better than Jeb.
No, that's what they used to do to me. They tie me to the rope and throw me in the water. Go find a place to hook that.
Oh, God.
Anchor baby.
No.
Okay.
No. I just
Then
think it's
I
ironic that
misunderstood.
he would go on to go from one prejudicial type of a statement to another, and nobody says a word.
Well, it's obvious because he wasn't thinking he was saying anything bad,
oh,
so
yeah,
that's
no,
why-
it's just the Asians.
Yeah, the Asians. Wasn't talking about the Asians, it was actually the blacks. But, right? I mean,
Sure.
he's a Bush.
And
Can they
he's
do anything wrong?
He's no smarter than the last one, apparently.
No smarter than the average bear.
No smarter than the average Bush.
Yeah.
All right.
It's going to be fun. I mean, we got 500 people running for president right now?
Yeah, something like that.
Got to chop some of these.
Yeah, we got a 15-year-old.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Miley
he's-
Cyrus?
No, D's Nuts. His name is D's Nuts.
D's Nuts.
Yes. He's 15, and he is, so far, he has 9% of the vote, or whatever you want to call it, the polls or something, in his home state, whatever, I don't know, New Hampshire or something like that. But yeah,
These Nuts is from New Hampshire?
I don't remember
I
what
was
state he's
figuring
from.
he'd be from Alabama or Kentucky or
I
something.
don't remember what state he's from, but I know he has 9%.
But thank God his
and-
brother's not running.
Oh, God. Those nuts?
Them nuts.
Anyway, he said he's going to stay with it and keep working on this as long as the American public will
people
let
have
him.
him, yeah.
Yeah. So that's, unfortunately, he can't win. He's only 15. You got to be, I think, 44 or something like that.
Really?
Yes. You have to be at least a
Isn't
certain
that
age.
discrimination?
No.
Can't you be 21?
No. You have to be, I believe it's 44, and the idea is you have to have a certain amount of experience in, what's that? 35, they're saying.
35.
Okay, I thought it was 44, but you have to have a certain amount of experience in government, and you have to be of a certain age to, be
Really?
mature enough, yes. Yeah, they don't want you just pressing the button
So
because
I'm
you're
not old
angry.
enough yet to run.
Okay. All righty. So we're going to take another quick break, but when we come back, we have our weekly sports update brought to you by the guys over at the Glory Days Show, another game of fact or fiction, and a bunch of other stories you won't believe. Don't touch that stream. We'll be right back.
Hey, this is Chris Jake, and if InRavio.com spots you at an event wearing this bracelet, they will give you $100.
This is Joe Larson. You should check out the 505 on Racing Show live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or catch us on video on demand anytime, 24/7, only on the InRavio TV network.
The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, InRavio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com.
What's up, guys? We're Scano Fair, and we're here with InRavio. If they catch you at a show with one of these bracelets, you will win $100.
That's a lot of money.
So get a bracelet.
Do whatever it takes to get that. Hit them up online.
Oh, yeah, they can see a lot over there.
And we are back.
What are they looking at? Nothing but the ceiling.
All right, they can look at me.
They can look at your fat.
They can look at my fat. How about that?
All right.
Put you right here.
So
You can see my
welcome back.
thumb. Welcome back. We're live on the show.
What do you say we catch up on all things sports? It's time for this week's Glory Days 2-minute warning.
Hello again, everybody. We're Bruce and Disco from the Glory Days Show, and this is your Radio Sports 2-minute warning.
So this week, Terry Collins says he's skipping Matt Harvey's start in the middle of a pennant race.
But it's because of any limits, right?
It's because of an arbitrary innings limits.
Arbitrary, you think so?
Well, somebody came up with that number. How do they know it works?
Well, that's a good question, but I think they need to have limits, especially with these guys that are coming off Tommy John surgery.
Well, they unless these guys don't really tell you that their arms are hurting,
Yeah.
you could usually see now. And in deference to Matt Harvey, I think he has shown that he's just been slightly off the last two starts.
Yeah.
Maybe skipping him a start against the last place Colorado Rockies now means you could use him again.
Well, and they're skipping them in Colorado, where pitchers normally get lit up there anyway.
That is true. And you know what? Remember Steven Strasburg?
Yep.
From Washington?
Yep.
Okay. He had Tommy John surgery. He comes back from Tommy John surgery, wins 15 games.
Right, and they shut him down before the season was over.
Shut him down before the season was over. They won 98 games.
Yep.
They were going to the playoffs. They didn't even let him play in the playoffs.
All I can say is, limits, there's innings limits, there's pitchers limits, okay? And I think you need to have limits for both. I think about Johan Santana, what happened to him after he threw that no-hitter. He threw 130-something pitches. He was never the same pitcher. So
Right.
I don't think you can gamble with Harvey. I think they need to skip that start now.
And you know what? With the Mets in Colorado this weekend, this was probably a good thing. So we're not going to see Matt Harvey until next Friday against the Red Sox.
Sounds good to me.
So you can get the lowdown on what's happening in sports and more on Glory Days Show with Bruce and Disco every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. here in the East, only on the InRavio TV network. This has been your InRavio Sports 2-minute warning. I'm Paul Discofani. That's Bruce Oler, and you have been warned.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Well, we have a bunch of other stories, so let's get to it. Parrot heads are apparently too busy wasting away in Margaritaville to wait in line for the bathroom. Mansfield police said that despite warning against the practice, many fans at the Jimmy Buffett concert Saturday night at the Xfinity Center brought homemade portable toilets for the party in the parking lot. Lieutenant Sam Thompson says the most common model is a 5-gallon bucket with its rim lined with a foam pool noodle for a seat, stashed inside a tent. Thompson estimates that 75 to 100 people were instructed to take down makeshift outhouses, but officers found 7 to 10 left behind after the show. Chief Ronald Sellon says it's unsanitary and just disrespectful to leave the latrines behind for others to dispose of, not to mention a health code violation. Duh! Leave that stuff laying around, you know what happens? Ticket prices go up. Why? Because they have to pay some poor bonehead to clean up some idiot's left behind poop and God knows what all else.
Exactly.
So now your $75 ticket is next year going to be
$175.
right, $175 because they had to pick up somebody's crap.
Exactly.
So don't leave your bucket behind. Take the bucket with you, and what you do is you get a spackle
Well, that's the
bucket.
idea, but they were too drunk to fish, so they didn't even take the bucket with them. They could have ripped up the bag.
No,
tied
they
up the
didn't take
bag.
it because they didn't want to. That's what happened. But you get a spackle bucket with an actual top, and you snap the top down so it's sealed.
There you go.
You take it home, you put it out in the garbage at home. Don't even open it. Don't flush it, nothing. Just put it out in the garbage. It'll end up in a landfill, and everything will be fine because it's,
I don't think
natural
that's-
fertilizer.
I don't think that's good anyway.
No?
I don't think so.
Why?
The landfill thing.
It's natural
It's not
fertilizer.
being disposed of properly. I don't think that's good.
What do you think happens when you have a cesspool instead of a sewer system?
Oh, yeah.
It ends up in the ground.
Yeah.
So that's all it is. That's what you need to do. Don't leave it behind in the parking lot, for crying out loud. What's the matter with you people? You're disgusting. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Well, an international property development company has announced plans for a glass-bottom swimming pool suspended between 2 tall buildings. EcoWorld Ballymore has revealed designs for a 100-foot high suspended swimming pool named Sky Pool at Embassy Gardens at London's 9 Elms on the South Bank. The pool will be entirely transparent and structure-free, 82 feet long, 16 feet wide, and 10 feet deep, with a water depth of 4 feet. The experience is intended to be more akin to an aquarium than a pool, with glass that is 8 inches thick. The world's first outdoor pool will link 2 industrial buildings at the 10th story and allow residents to swim from one building to the next. The sky deck at the top of the 2 buildings will incorporate a spa, summer bar, and an orangery, as residents take in the views of iconic London landmarks, icons which include the Houses of Parliament, London Eye, and new U.S. Embassy located next door. Designer Sean Mulleran said, "My vision for the Sky Pool stemmed from a desire to push the boundaries in the capability of construction and engineering. I wanted to do something that had never been done before. At Ballymore, we like to push the boundaries on all aspects of design, and the Sky Pool's transparent structure is a result of significant advancements in technology over the last decade. The experience of the pool will be truly unique. It will feel like floating through the air in central London." Now, my question is, if you put 2 people in the pool, does that increase the weight of the pool?
Yes.
So how many people are they going to engineer in can be in this pool before that weight says, that 8 inches worth of glass ain't enough?
I don't know.
Are they going to have people standing on the side of the pool going, okay, you can go in now, click. Okay, come on out, click. All right, go ahead, go in there, click.
I'm thinking.
How do they make that happen? Because the other thing, too, is if it's connecting the 2 buildings, does that mean you actually, I'm going to work. What are you doing? Well, I'm going to go down the other building. So you got a suit on, you jump into the pool, swim to the other side, get out, and you go down the other building's elevator.
I think that's just ridiculous.
I'm going to catch a meeting, hop in the pool, swim to the other side. But how do you dry your suit when you get to the other side?
I don't think you do that.
No.
No. And I'm thinking because there's a spa and an orangery and all this other stuff at the top.
What
that
is
this
an orangery? Is that where you buy oranges?
It's an orange grove.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a place where orange trees are.
It's an orangery.
Yes.
Couldn't say Orange Grove?
No.
Orangery.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm thinking
And you swim to
these
that.
are expensive. No, I'm saying it has this stuff at the top of these two buildings, along with this big old pool. I don't think these are going to be cheap apartments.
Oh, I don't think
So
they're going to be
I think
cheap.
that it's going to be adults that are in this thing. You're not going to have a whole ton of kids frolicking around in this thing and jumping up and down and all that. You're going to have probably a couple people in it at a time. It's not going to be a big deal.
That's it. A couple people
Yes.
in at a time.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be
So
one of
what
those,
they'll do is they'll have like a little...
no spring break is
no
what I'm
spring
getting
break.
at.
Okay, not going to be packed people in the pool.
Yeah,
That's what you're saying.
right.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking,
But my question, would you go in it?
why not? Would you?
I think I would, but I think I would
The
be.
world wants to know.
I think I would be a little nervous.
Why? Because you're looking down and there's
100
actually...
feet down,
It's 100 feet down.
yes. And you really can't see where your foot is going to go. If you're walking across, I mean, it's only 4 feet deep, so you can walk across the whole thing. But you really can't see where your foot is going to come down because it's glass. So
It's going to go down as far as it does until it stops.
I realize that.
What's that?
I realize
And then
that.
you know you're at the bottom.
Yes, but if you're looking down, you don't really know how hard to put your foot down because you don't know.
So you're going to be walking like a cat with little booties on?
I don't know. It would be weird just to look down and there's 100 feet down is the ground and there's people walking underneath you. It would be
Yeah,
strange.
I think that's the idea.
Okay.
I think
All right.
once you get up there and you look down, you're like, I'm not going in there.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. So now you've got a view and nobody's going in the
Yeah.
water.
So now, if you happen to have a suit on and you're going to take a meeting at the other side, do they rent Speedos to you on one side and you put your suit on a little thing and it
What
like,
is
takes it over to the other side?
your thing about suits?
Well, because they're saying here that you can swim from one building to the other. What's the advantage of that?
Visiting your neighbors? I don't know.
That's my point. I mean, what are you doing over there? I'm going to take swim to the other side and go to dinner?
I don't know, maybe you can, if you're exercising and you swim across one side and now you're tired, so you can get out and go have an orange, and then when you want to go home, you get back in, you
It's
swim
only
across the other side.
82 feet.
Well, I don't know, 82 feet might be far to swim. No?
It's not that big.
It's not that far to swim? I don't know, I don't swim.
Okay.
I choose not to swim. I float. All right, moving right along. A college student in Vermont is living in a 96 square foot house he built to reduce his carbon footprint and save money. Think about that, 96 square feet. The Green Mountain College senior Rob Dunn has been living in the 2-story Pulteney home since August of 2014. The home is powered by 2 100-watt solar panels. A rocket mass heater built from a cast iron stove insulated with a mixture of clay, sand, and straw allows for cooking and heating. The home cost Dunn about $3,000 to build, and the landowner is letting him live rent-free. He says that will help with the high cost of college. The Henniker, New Hampshire native says living in the home is the most raw experience he's ever had. I want to take a look at one of these, that particular picture, big. Bring it up full screen. Now, this is a college student, okay? He's living in a 96 square foot house.
Limited space.
Limited space, and notice
What do you
what's in the
notice?
corner.
What do you notice in the corner there?
College students got to have a keg.
Not only the keg, but the trough to put it in. And a big jar that he planned to put change in, but there's nothing in there because he doesn't have a dime.
Yeah. What I want to know is in 96 square feet, which I happen to know is very small, where is the bathroom?
Well, here's a question for you. If you really want to reduce your carbon footprint, live in a van, because the only thing that's touching the actual ground are the tires.
Yes, but if you look at the other pictures of this house from the outside, it's on a pallet.
It's 2 stories. Well, that's because this way, when the garbage men come to pick up the dumpster at the end of the season, they can pick up his house and just toss that right in the thing, because you know he's going to leave it and take off. He's a college student. He's going to go back home. He's got home.
I want to know where the bathroom is in this thing.
That would bring that other thing up with the bucket and the pool noodle. That pretty much sums that up. There's no shower.
No.
The next door neighbor has a
There's
garden hose.
There's actually a picture of the outside of this house, and if I remember right, there was like a soap pump. I'm thinking this kid bathes outside.
I wouldn't doubt it.
That's, yeah.
You got to go outside to change your mind. You might as well shower out there while you're there.
Yeah, that's a long way to go. I'm sorry. I wouldn't mind reducing my carbon footprint, but
I'm not sure if it's as much as reducing the carbon footprint as reducing the amount of money he's got to spend. Because there's no doubt they are very frugal, these college kids.
you have to be. It costs a lot to go to college. Yeah. All right, moving right along.
A Pennsylvania house that portrayed the lair of serial killer who raises insects and makes a suit out of human skin in the thriller Silence of the Lambs just hit the market. The house featured in the Academy Award-winning film has the residence of a psychopathic criminal known as Buffalo Bill, is located in a Pittsburgh suburb and listed for $300,000. In the film, the three-story Victorian is spooky and moth-ridden, with a dungeon where Buffalo Bill, played by Ted Levy, keeps the young women he abducts. In real life, the house is bright and cheery with flowery wallpaper and a swimming pool, but it lacks a dungeon. It belongs to Scott and Barbara Lloyd, both 63, who put it on the market on Sunday after buying it nearly 4 decades ago. They were married in the home's foyer.
How sweet is that?
That is awesome.
Said it took
Sounds like something we would do. Minus the foyer thing, we didn't get married there.
No. It actually took 6 weeks for them to make the house into the dreary, scary kind of a place it was for the movie.
Yeah, would you let somebody come in and use your house for that?
It depends how much are they paying.
Oh, well, there's a question for you.
And, you know, normally it does something really amazing for the value of the home. You know, for example, the
Amityville Horror, take
yes,
the example.
which wasn't actually the house in the movie, but it was the actual house of the crime. But this particular house is selling for $300,000. Now, granted, it's a suburb of Pittsburgh, so maybe that does something to the value, but $300,000 doesn't seem like very high for a
No,
house
it
that's
doesn't
actually
seem like.
used in Silence of the Lambs.
You would think that would be a big catch
Yes.
for people that are into that.
Mm-hmm.
But
That was an
if
amazing
you're
movie.
looking for a house on the market, the Amityville Horror House is for sale for $1.4 million.
Oh, is it? I thought it was
And you can
it was
contact
sold.
me at Chuck Schultz Real Estate, 1-800, what is it? 1-855-4-RAVIO, you can call me.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, while you
How
all
about
call
a 10, how
him.
about a 10% commission on that?
Yeah.
side, right?
While you all call him like crazy trying to get this house, this would be a perfect time for another break. But don't you dare leave, because when we come back, we have another game of Fact or Fiction, a racing and NASCAR update from our own Joe Larson, and a few other stories you'll want to stick around for. You're watching The Weekly Show. We'll be right back.
What's up, guys? We're Scared No Fair, and we're here with Enravio. If they catch you at a show with one of these bracelets, you will win $100.
That's a lot of money.
So get a bracelet.
Do whatever it takes to get that. Hit them up online.
of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, InRavio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com.
This is Joe Larson. You should check out the 505 on Racing Show live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or catch us on video on demand anytime, 24/7, only on the InRavio TV network.
Put that on your nose.
And welcome back to
Oh,
the show.
you're still here. Thanks for coming back and joining us. As a treat, let's get you caught up on everything NASCAR in this week's 5 Off, 5 On update.
This is Joe Larson from the 505 on Racing Show, seen Monday nights from 7 to 8 p.m. If you missed last week's show, you missed Orange County Fair Speedway's track announcer Tim Pitts call into us and talk about the famed facility and how the track is so family orientated. We talked about the Michael Waltrip Racing closure, as well as Danica Patrick's new sponsor. We had results from the Sprint Cup, Xfinity, Camping World Truck Series, as well as the Orange County Fair Speedway, Wall Stadium, and the Valenti Modified Racing Series. Tune in this Monday night at 7 p.m. to hear the results from racing all over the world, as well as the Whelen Modified Tour event on Long Island. We will talk about the Drivers' Reunion, which will be held at the Himes Museum of Racing Nostalgia. Be sure to check us out and all the other shows here at InRavio TV, at the InRavio network at www.inravio.com. See you on Monday.
And we're back. Thanks, Joe.
I think he needs a signature move.
Signature move like a...
Yeah, exactly. He needs something. All right. Well, while we think about that, I think it's time for another game of Fact or Fiction. So,
Okay.
Here we go. Okay. It was recently announced that beer manufacturer Budweiser will be releasing a version of their bottle designed specifically for people with social anxiety, featuring a bottle with 90% more label to pick at, a normal habit of those dealing with anxiety. Fact or fiction? 90% more label to pick at. No.
Fiction.
Yeah, it's got to be fiction. Has to be. Well, tell me. It is
It's
fiction.
fiction.
Okay, good. Polish champion hammer thrower Paweł Fajek made headlines recently after paying for a taxi using the gold medal he won from the World Athletic Championships while drunk out celebrating his victory. Fact or fiction?
Fact.
Yeah, you think he paid for it with... Yeah, you've heard this story. No? Okay, let's see. It's fact. Holy cow, he paid with his medal. That's crazy. According to sources, he woke up in Beijing the morning after his winning throw of 80.88 meters, only to find he no longer had his precious gong. Officers reportedly set about helping him retrace his steps the night before and managed to trace the taxi driver, who told them Fajek had willingly handed his medal over in payment. Presumably after persuasion from police, the taxi driver returned the missing medal. Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
All right. Social media users were out in full force on Monday, criticizing several Halloween retailers for offering a Caitlyn Jenner costume reminiscent of the former athlete's Vanity Fair cover earlier this year. Fact or fiction?
Well, I'm going to say fact, because why wouldn't you have
I think
Caitlyn Jenner costume?
Yes, I think
you gotta have it.
I think it's fact that there was definitely a costume. The question is it fact that they were given a hard time about it?
Oh. I hope they weren't given a hard time about it. So
I think it makes sense they would do it.
You think so?
Yes.
It's a fact.
It was fact that they were given a hard time about it?
Yeah.
Okay. While
Why?
Jenner supporters condemned the costume as transphobic and disgusting on Twitter, Spirit Halloween, a retailer that carries the costume, defended the getup. At Spirit Halloween, we create a wide range of costumes that are often based upon celebrities, public figures, heroes, and superheroes. We feel that Caitlyn Jenner is all of the above and that she should be celebrated. The Caitlyn Jenner costume reflects just that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
Why
didn't
wouldn't
realize that they were being harassed by Caitlyn's supporters. That makes sense. Okay.
You think so?
That they would be harassed? Absolutely, because as far as they're concerned, making a costume would be making fun of her. Whether it was a good costume or not a good costume, it doesn't matter. It would be making fun of her. And that's what, yeah, I would say it. I don't think it's making fun of her. I think they, it's a part of what was going on this year and absolutely would be a costume that would be out there. I mean, heck, they had, the Ebola worker costumes, last year, I guess it was?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, why wouldn't you have a Caitlyn Jenner? You know what? And that could be support. Because if people weren't supporting it, they wouldn't buy the costume and dress up like her. Or him.
No, I don't think so. That doesn't fly.
No, you think they're just dressing up to make fun of her?
No, they're dressing up because it was something that happened over the course of the year and they think they can get away with it. Whether they think it's funny or they think it's support of, it doesn't matter. All right. We're running low on time, so let's take one more quick break, and when we come back, we'll wrap things up. Stay with us. You're watching The Weekly Show, only at nravio.com. We'll be right back.
What's up, guys? We're Scano Fair, and we're here with Enravio. If they catch you at a show with one of these bracelets, you will win $100.
That's a lot of money.
So get a bracelet.
Do whatever it takes to get that. Hit them up online.
The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, Enravio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is Enravio.com.
This is Joe Larson. You should check out the 505 on Racing Show live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or catch us on video on demand anytime, 24/7, only on the Enravio TV network.
And we are back.
And we are just about out of time, but before we go, let's wrap it up with a few more stories. An Australian mom who spent days in the hospital with her infant son found two surprises on a car: a parking ticket and a note from the stranger who paid it. The mother, posting anonymously on Canberra Mum's Facebook page, said she spent a few days in the hospital with her 9-week-old son, and she emerged after his release to find there was a parking ticket on her car. She went on to say a closer look revealed a second surprise. It had already been paid by a stranger. The mother's benefactor, a woman named Laura, left a note with the ticket saying, "Hi there, I saw your car had a parking ticket on it. I'm sure whatever you're going through at the hospital is tough enough, so I've paid it for you. Hope things get better." The woman said she shared the note online to thank Laura, saying, "I hope that Laura sees this and knows how much I appreciate her support. Thank you so much." I love
Very
good stories
awesome.
I love happy stories like that.
Don't we have an applause button? We need to have
We
an
need
applause.
one.
We need something.
I think that's wonderful. Thank you, Laura,
Very
for
good.
doing something so wonderful.
Yes.
It really is.
Random act of kindness. That's what we need. We need a little something or other.
Yeah. We need more of those.
Yes,
need
we do.
people that are going to do great things like that.
That's awesome. It's great. I think we should get Rob Nilsson on that, get him out there.
To pay people's parking tickets?
Yeah, at the hospital. I mean, you think about it, what are they there for? Got to be something bad.
Yeah, most likely. It's either to visit somebody who's going through something bad, or it's somebody who's actually going through something bad. Yeah, that's true.
That's a great thing, you know. It almost makes you think, should they really give out parking tickets at the hospital?
I got one.
I know. Did you?
Yes, I did. Because there was not enough parking in the parking lot. There was nowhere for me to park, and my father was in the hospital dying, and I just said to hell with it, and I parked wherever. And yeah, I got a parking ticket.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well,
Pretty scummy.
be kind, people.
That's right. So what do we have coming up, or do you have any final thoughts? Anything you want to say? You're running out of time. Quick, you're on.
All right. Thanks for coming. Bye.
Not that kind of out of time. We got a little bit more than that.
Well, I mean, we've got a lot of cool stuff happening at in Ravio. You're going to want to check us out. We're going to be at the United Inc. Flight 913 at the Cradle of Aviation Museum in Long Island, New York. And we'll have a camera crew there giving away some stuff. The Enravio van is going to be there. And don't forget, if we see you with that Enravio bracelet, you could win $100.
That's right.
And that's an important thing. If you have one, you should be wearing it all the time, because you never know what will pop up. And we give that out when we see somebody who's wearing it. So at every event, we'll give out $100 if we spot somebody wearing it.
Excellent. And of course, you have to come back next week, because we're going to have our Fear the Walking Dead update, because,
Ooh.
That's right.
Don't be afraid. Come and we'll fear you here.
You are so strange.
Don't fear the Walking Dead. What? I'm playing it up with you. I'm helping you out.
Okay, I'm going to fear you.
No, don't fear the Walking Dead. Come here and, What? What?
I repeat, you are so strange.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Okay. So we have a few contests coming up, so be sure you're visiting Enravio.com for all your other awesome content. Also, make sure you're following at Enravio on Twitter and liking our post at Facebook.com/Enravio Weekly. Check out the contest page for all of the concerts, and we will be back next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, only at Enravio.com. See you next week.
Bye.